Darren, ended up being a 3-0 defeat here at Limavady in atrocious conditions, as you can see. You know, you're soaked to the skin there. Without wanting to put too biased a point on it, 3-0 probably not a fair reflection of how the actual game went.
No, it wasn't. And you know, I've criticised the players in recent weeks because I think we've been good enough. But today was, you know, it wasn't a 3-0. First half, I thought we were decent. Should have dealt better with the goal. But then the second half, I thought we were in control of the game for large parts. Now, didn't trouble their keeper an awful lot, in fairness. But I thought we dictated play. You know, against the wind. You know, we had them sort of pegged in their own half. But again, just not having that quality in the final third. And that's where it counts. You know, and then again they go on and the counter and we're caught out. But no, to answer your question, it definitely wasn't a 3-0 game. You know, I thought we deserved something out of it, but at least there's something in there of I suppose positivity. You're looking at it going, yeah, a wee bit of bite in there, a bit more, bit better in our press. And I said to Burnsley, part of it, it looks like you can see now what we're doing in training. You can see that, but again, it just gets to a stage, and we just at the minute we don't have the squad to do it. You know, we lost another couple today, and we only had 3 fit subs. You know, and it's just the nature of it. And again, even the conditions. You know, and in fairness to Niffle, you know, they weren't aware that a storm was coming. You know, it hadn't been highlighted or publicised in any manner. So we had to, you know, we battled through traffic jams, falling trees, you know, biblical storms. But you know, in fairness to them, it cropped up the last minute.
Obviously a hint of sarcasm in case anybody didn't pick up on that. In terms of all in all a frustrating afternoon, because you know the first goal comes against the run of play and you know we're probably on top, and then it's just, as you said, just didn't deal with that massive deflection from a free kick. Is it just little things like that are becoming so frustrating in terms of the context of the overall performance?
Yeah, and I talk about intensity, not just in the play, but intensity of and quickness of thought. You know, seeing the danger, seeing things that could happen. You know, the minute it's kicked in, do we react? What's the worst can happen here? And we didn't. And even when the ball up in the air, we didn't react quick enough. So that's things we're trying to work on. You know, we're working on trying to bring players in at the minute because, if I'm being honest, it's not a squad that. You know, there's only so much I can do with the squad at the minute. I'm being honest about that. There's only so much I can do here. I need to bring in the players who can play in the play that style of play that we want to play, that we were used to when you know we were here before. That's easier said than done. Trying to bring the players in. You know, in fairness to the young lads that have come in, they've helped us, and only for them, to be honest, we'd have been lost. You know, we've been taking a lot of lads from Niles 20s, and only for them we would have been lost. So they deserve a lot of credit, but at the same time we're having to throw too many of them in too quick, and again our injury problems haven't helped. But it is what it is. It's tough. I've said before, we just need to stay in this league, which is disappointing thing for me to say at this stage in the season and at this level, but that's the reality of it. What we've been left with. So it's going to be a working process. We're trying to get players in January that can hopefully make it easier for the rest of the lads, because I think if you bring in just that bit more quality riders, then it'll bring the other lads on. So we're working behind the scenes on that, but we still have games to play now in December, and I think if we can take the positives from that second half into Ards next week, then we give ourselves a good chance.
Yeah, so on that game for Ards, obviously Noel Healy will be available from on his return from suspension. I mean, somebody who's, while still young, a senior player, it'll be at least another body bring back in. But just how important is it that, as you touched on there, you build on the positives to take from today, despite a 3-0 defeat, and bring them in and put it in for a full 90 minutes next week? Yeah,
because you can't keep hammering the players all the time. You know, to be honest, they're a good bunch of lads. They are. You know, there's never been any bother out of them. They're willing to work hard. It's just we've just been decimated as a group. We haven't had a chance to have them all together, and we do need that extra bit of quality. And so Noel coming back in, Noel for me typifies how we play in terms of that intensity and aggression. You know, he's used to how we want the new teams to play. So him come back will be like a new signing. Hopefully we'll get a few more back before Christmas, and then again just a wee bit of luck as well. Sometimes you do need a wee luck, and look, the harder you work, the luckier you get. We're not getting any luck at the minute, and that's, you can't keep bemoaning your luck. So you can't be second bottom in the league and blame it all on bad luck. We're there for a reason. So we're working hard behind the scenes. I know it's tough for the fans. You know, people have travelled today. I know the fans couldn't get going today with the weather conditions, but they can be assured that, you know, we're not sitting on our hands here. We're trying to get players in.
And just finally, I was going to actually say that obviously you touched on there the supporters bus was cancelled because obviously it was felt it was too dangerous to travel, understandably so. But there was maybe 15 to 20 hardcore supporters that were able to make their own way. Just it's a small bunch that are here today, but you see the appreciation from them. That just despite the result, how important are the fans going to be? Not just next week, the following week, but for the remainder of this season and beyond.
Yeah, look, the fans, they're not stupid. They'll know whether we're working hard or not. If I'm, like I'm a fan, so I was down watching, the previous managers, and as long as you can see players working hard, sometimes things don't come off, but as long as they're working hard, and they can see that the lads are working hard here, things just aren't coming off. And so, yeah, we did have a small bunch today because of the nature of the day that it was. So we appreciate those coming up, and I'd made a statement last week just to stick with us, and look, I know they will. And I know they can see the situation we're in. It's tough at the minute. You can see even today we come to Limavady. Limavady were in the division below and finding it tough. And Paul came back in, and it took him a while to build it. We're probably at that stage as well, where we're trying to build again. This is going to be a rebuild for a lot of reasons. So we're at the start of this process, and it's difficult for me. It's difficult for the players. Difficult for fans, but we will get there.